Hi, everyone, and welcome to our third and last episode. It has been a pleasure having you in our podcast. And in order to complete the concept of becoming our best version, we want to talk about self care and emotional dependence. We are going to make it clear, and then we are going to give you some tips based on our experiences. We are hoping that you enjoyed this episode. And without further ado, let's begin, Mare.
Yeah, thank you, Mariana. I will say that the first thing that we have to do is to define what self-care is. So I will say that it is a complete process when you prioritize your emotions, health, and happiness, when you make it like the first thing of your life. And
Mhm.
this could be by daily habits, like exercising or doing your makeup or drinking water, like little things, because those little things have a huge impact in our lives. And I will say that maybe just by drinking water, I have been felt good, like
Mhm.
because I feel like I am healthy. So yeah, I will say that little things totally have we build like great things or bigger things by little things. So yeah.
Yeah, as you said, just with drinking water, you could change your daily life. Maybe because I would say that a year ago I used to drink, and every time that I wanted, Coca Cola,
Yeah.
and instead of it, I just drink water, and I feel better. Like my weight and my face and everything, just because I'm drinking water instead of Coca Cola. So
Yeah, it's true.
little
It's
things matter.
Yeah, totally. Little things matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we have to define what emotional dependence is. So, well, emotional dependence happens when you expect so much from others instead of you. And your emotional stability depends on somebody else. And in that time, in order to that, you are always looking for someone that brings your happiness, or you are looking for the improvement or whatever from others instead of your improvement first. And what I mean is that you have to say good things to you, like clapping yourself, whatever you do, because you made it. If you
Yeah.
don't for you, nobody else is going to do that, you know? Well, so we don't have to expect anything from others.
Yeah, it's true. And I will say that talking about emotional dependence or about others, we must ask ourselves why we do the things we do. If we do or we take care of ourselves to please somebody else, then we become emotionally dependent because we are always like expecting from others like a response or some kind of rewarding,
Mhm.
and so we feel better or then we will feel better or good, so we need to be aware about our motivations, about what drives us to do the things we do. Yeah,
Mhm.
I will say that if we don't do it, we start to focus a lot on somebody else's responses, instead of ours. And we lost our focus in ourselves, and we start to focus in everybody else instead of us.
Yeah, I have like something unique in my life, because since I remember, I had been having my hair cut or my hairstyle like this. It
Yeah.
is short every time, every year. I just have it like shorter, and it's because I really like it. And I don't care what people said, but people always tell me, like, Mariana, I would like to see you with your long hair. I would like to see you with long hair. And I am like, yeah, I know, but I don't like it. So no. And and now I am trying to letting grow my hair just because I want to see me. It's because I want to, not because
Yeah,
people see me. So there's something that I'm doing because of me, right? And
yeah,
I don't care if people don't like or if people will like my hair. It's okay, but first of all, my hair have to like me, yeah.
yeah, it's true. And taking your example about your hair, what
uh,
will happen if you were like so um like expecting or aware of what, for instance, your mom or your boyfriend or somebody else says about your hair? You know, you will feel like down or sad, and you were trying something new, but what if that person doesn't like your change? Just because of that, you don't have to change it, you know, like to make things like how they used to be. What if you want to try new things?
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's true. And and I will say that if you remember, you know, our audience, our first episode, we talk about knowing ourselves and how this could like help us to become our best versions. In that same line, we want to talk about the times we had felt down, and just by dressing ourselves up and dulled or getting dull, sorry, our day has changed. So we want to share with you some tips and experiences that have helped us to be okay and becoming our best versions.
Oh yeah, I really like it. The
Yeah,
first step that have that you need to have in mind is you have to know yourself, you know. You have to start knowing yourself, all the things that you like or dislike, your taste, your bad habits, your good habits, everything that makes you. You have to know you. So in order to that, you are going to improve your your experience of becoming your best version,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's true. And I will say that this is all about like little steps. And one you can start by doing is to take care about your skincare. Well, to make a skincare routine, you know,
Mhm.
and when you do it, you pamper yourself. You, yeah, you just take care of you. So this is important because the way we look, you know, our appearance helps a lot to feel good, help us to feel good, you know. So it is like a two-way relationship, because when we feel good, we look good, but when we look good, we feel good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will say that if you take care of your skin by drinking water, making exercise and all this stuff, and yeah, like buying facial creams, you know, like serums, most moisturizing, and sunscreen, a very good
Oh,
sunscreen,
yeah.
you
It
will
is
take
important.
care of your skin. Yeah,
You know, talking about something that you said in your little tip, and believed believed it believe in you and how you look. If you feel pretty, you are going to see yourself pretty, and all the other or people is going to see you as the way that you see yourself.
yeah,
No, because I remember that I had like a complex in my life that I used to see myself like a fat, but just fat. So people were seeing me like fat, but instead of that, I changed my mind and I said like, oh, I look sexy. So people started to look me sexy, not like fat. So yeah, it's the way you look yourself, people are going to see you.
Yeah, it's true. I totally agree with you. And like I was saying, the way we look impacts the way we feel. And yeah, it's true. I have the same complex as you, that I felt that I was kind of body girl. I don't know
Mm,
why. Maybe it's all about social media and all this stuff. So yeah,
yeah.
this is a whole new um this is a whole another story, So yeah, let's not get into that. So yeah, let's continue, with our tips.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we were saying, something that you could do is like dye your hair. Don't be shy, to experiment with your hair. Do whatever you want. It's because of you. Don't think about what people is are going to say. Nah, no. It's because of you. Do it if you want to. It's like, okay, I would like to have my hair pink or
Yeah.
green, whatever. If you have the money, you could do that. Okay, go ahead. You have the money. That's all that you want, or that you need money. But
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and another thing I want to say is that by eating healthy, sleeping well, making exercise, you are not only knowing yourself, but taking yourself at the same time, taking care of yourself, sorry, at the same time. And yeah, to be honest, these previous weeks, I haven't slept very well. So I was able to notice how the lack of sleeping has an impact in my health, and even in my appearance, the way I look. So, yeah, I will say that by making those basic things that we all take for granted, um, we get to know ourselves. We get um, to take care of ourselves, and that's the way we show love to ourselves.
like you said, little things matter, and sleep well is a little thing that really matters.
Yeah, really, really matters.
Yeah. Also, spending time with yourself. This is very important. You have to spend time with yourself, experience with yourself in every area that exists. You have to know yourself first, that somebody else know your body or whatever. It's up to you to know yourself first, then let others to know you. But you have to begin with you. It's important. Yeah, really important.
Yeah, it's true. And I will say that in that process, I mean, while you are like knowing yourself, you enjoy it as well. And
Yeah,
this is good.
totally.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good way to because I mean, it is important because you can't love something that you don't know. So if you know yourself, it will be like easier for you to love you. So yeah. And yeah, I will say that talking about this, I want to highlight the makeup thing, that I have like a story, a little story about it.
Story
A
time.
story time, yeah, talking about knowing myself, I can proudly say that no now I know the shape of my eye,
Uh-huh.
because when I was teenager, I didn't know what I was doing about my makeup. And it was until last year or in 2020, I guess, that I really like understand how the shape of my eye was, well,
Uh-huh.
is. So yeah, then I was able to like do a good makeup, you know? So yeah,
But it was because you were practicing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
this is true.
keep it in mind that practice makes perfect. Whatever you want to do with
Yeah,
practice. Yeah.
yeah, it's true. So I will say that the second thing that we must do or we should do in order to know ourselves and becoming our best versions is to accept ourselves the way we are within our flaws, because there are a lot of them. You know, our flaws are like we highlight them more than our virtues or our positive things.
Uh-huh.
And it is difficult. I will say that it is very difficult to accept yourself, sorry, and yeah, and deal with it because it is hard.
Now I'm thinking, why? Why it's easier to us to say our flaws that instead of our beautiful things? I don't get it now. It's like, yeah, it's I hate my eyes, I hate my nose, I hate this and here. But we don't used to say like, oh my God, I really love my nose, or I love my lips. I love my.
Yeah, it's true.
It is complicated to say that instead of say like, oh yeah, I really hate. Why? Oh my God,
Yeah. Yeah, you
crazy.
know, I will say that maybe because we are complex and there are a lot of things in our personality, in our appearance, the way we look, in our behavior that I mean, those things, there are things that we don't like about us, but we must work on them. We should work on them because, yeah, that's the only way we are going to move forward in life and grow up. You know?
Nobody is perfect. We must understand this. Nobody's perfect. We are unique, and that makes us right.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. I will say that our flaws are part about who we are. You know, what if we don't have the negative things in our lives? We wouldn't be the same thing, you know? So yeah, I will say that we need to accept that and that everybody is unique. So we all are different. All the differences make us who we are. So we must like pay attention to them and kind of be grateful, you know, and try to change it to make a
Yeah,
better version. Yeah.
really.
Yeah, and I will say that also if you take care of yourself, if you pay attention to your needs, if you accept yourself the way you are, then you won't look for acceptance in somebody else. So you won't be dependent or you won't depend on others. And that's very important. I mean, that's why we talk about all of this because eh, everything gets summarized in that if you don't do the things for you, it's not correct to wait for somebody else to do it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, Mara, thank you very much for this explication about it. I really enjoy spending time with you in this podcast, but I'm afraid that this is all the time that we have. And we really hope that you all have enjoyed all our stories. And also, we hope that every tip that we gave you will help you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching us, listening us, and sharing your time with us. It's been a pleasure. My name is Mariana.
My name is Maria Rene. So see you. Bye.